What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all doing great. So today I have something to share with you all that is an update to the recent video I've done. So a few days ago I posted, well, I guess like it says a day ago, but either way, a few days ago at this point, I posted a video saying I was wrong. Do not build this. So my Artak build I originally did on YouTube before the bug fix came in place. He was solo in stage 5 of Spider, 100% consistent. Well, then I ran it continued because I said in the video I was going to test it after the fix happened to see if it was still consistent, and the build that I had was not consistent. Well, it was 92%. I'm not happy with 92%. I want at least 95%. So I said in this video, if you guys left like, I don't know how many likes I said, it may have been 500, it may have been 200. I don't know what it was, but you guys killed it. You had 635 likes. So we have a new build for Artak, which is actually a blessing in disguise. This build is far more achievable than the previous one that I did, so a lot more players are gonna be able to do this. But I want to say a big shout out to pestyoverlord on YouTube and Pesty in Discord for giving me this build. So this saved me so much time, so much energy, so many gems. I can't even explain it, guys. So big shout out to him. Thank you very much for sending this over to me. And I tested this. This is 100% consistent. He said that he's dropped 2,000 plus energy into it already. It's 100% consistent for him. We have slightly different builds, but I also want to say that not only is it consistent in Spider 5 hard, but I also ran like 32 runs in Icegolem, stage 5 of hard mode, and it's consistent there as well. I'll do a few more runs, but not only is it consistent in both places, it's sub 2 minutes in both places. So sub 2 minutes, Spider, stage 5 hard, so you have a chance at mythical drops, but also Icegolem stage 5 hard. So now you have a chance at those new retaliation pieces, the new, I forget whether it's, new cursed pieces, which are going to be great for Hydra. I'm looking forward to trying that out. But this run has been a very consistent 1 minute and 6 seconds. We're probably going to get it again. 1 minute and 3. Okay, let's see. Soul Reap finishing off the boss. Now, Pesty has a little bit different masteries than me. A few changes on his masteries, but my masteries work perfectly fine. And he has Brimstone instead of Soul Reap. Brimstone may allow you to do Dragon, but the issue with Dragon is if you're not wearing toxic gear, the burns just don't seem like enough damage without War Master to actually kill the Dragon. So Spider and Icegolem can work, but if you want to go to Dragon, you may want to bring a Poison Champion alongside you, and then you could be good. You could go Mithrala plus Artak, have no problem, probably even do stage 9 maybe. But we can try that out later on. I'm still going to do more content with him because I think there's tons of other builds. This is not going to be the build that I use for him though. I'm going to go back to the Retaliation build, do in stage 9, but I did want to show this to you all to show you that this is a super achievable build as far as Regeneration plus Perception, Regeneration plus Immortal, Regeneration plus Defiant if you want to go that. Basically, it's a Regeneration set plus a whatever set you need to meet the stat requirements you have, okay? Also, you could go the new set, the Righteous set, because we are building Resistance, so the Righteous set, I believe is what it's called, right? Is actually going to give you some speed and resistance, which is exactly what you're going to need for this. So Righteous could be very good as well. I'm very low on gems, 728. This is looking a little bit sketchy, but either way, guys, let me show you, before I show you the build, let me show you the run rate, okay? Because this is the most important part, right? You got to make sure it's consistent. So 240 speed, this is the current build that he has right now, 49 out of 49. Now, the next one, let's see, because I always like to run close to 100 to make sure it's pretty consistent. And then this one, just him. Previous one, let me make sure you guys see this, just Artak, Perception plus Regeneration, and then Perception plus Regeneration, 62 out of 62. So we've done over 100 runs, 100% success rate, minute 14 average on this one, and the previous one was a minute 13 average. So a super consistent runtime, very consistent success rate, and relatively achievable build. The reason why I'm saying that is because Perception, everybody should have pretty good Perception pieces. I mean, Faction Wars has been out for a long time. You should be farming Faction Wars regularly if you're not, but Perception's not super difficult to come by. Far easier than quad roll Defiant pieces that I had on him in previous builds. Let me click through the pieces of gear real quick. Sometimes this is nice to see, like to make sure, hey, there's no crazy quad rolls. There are some triple rolls, but you don't need this, okay? You don't need the triple rolls. I'm gonna show you guys my stats. I'm gonna show you Pesty's stats as well, so you guys can kind of see, hey, this is what Ty has, this is what Pesty has, and kind of meet somewhere around there. I didn't follow his exactly, but the speeds are very, very similar. And I've also used some of my area bonuses to kind of fill in the gaps as well. I got some unfortunate ascensions, attack percentage, very useless. Defense ring, we got some defense necklace. I'm really focusing on getting more and more defense. Defense is great. especially since his HP is going to basically be cut in half as it is. So as far as my actual stats go, got to make sure to go to the Spider's Den stat boost page. So I have 74,000 HP, 3,800 defense, 257 speed. This is a little bit overkill, especially compared to what Pesty has. 379 resistance and 267 accuracy. So as far as the accuracy and resistance, what stat thresholds are you looking for? Well, on Spider, stage 5 hard mode, the Spiderlings are the main things you want to resist. So the resistance for them is 245. You're going to need 270 accuracy to apply your burns to the Spiderlings. It's going to be the same for the Spiderlings as well as the big spider. So 270 accuracy is what you're going for, and then 360 resistance is what you're going for. So 270 accuracy, 360 resistance. Now you can change the accuracy based on your masteries you go. If you have the mastery that boosts your accuracy based on how many enemies there are alive, you can reduce some of the accuracy you need in your build. But you can see here, my non-area bonus stats, I have 235 and 347. So I have a little bit less than I need for both of these. But because I have the area bonuses, I can, be a little bit short in those areas. And then after the area bonuses come into effect, now plus 32 accuracy, plus 32 resistance, I can hit both of those numbers relatively easy. 379 and then 267. Few points off there. Let's go ahead and maybe glyph up some accuracy real quick. 6-star accuracy, can we get it? There we go. No, we didn't. We got a +1 total. So now we're 2 points away. Either way, those are the stats I have. Now the speed, like I mentioned, a little bit different than what Pesty has. So this is his build. He had 69,000. He has no area bonuses. So Pesty's is just what you see here. So also regeneration plus perception, 69,000 HP. Comparing it to my stuff, you can kind of see where you could make some adjustments if you wanted to, right? So 69,000 HP, I have 74,000. He has 3,600 defense. I have a little bit more defense, but his is also 100% successful. 244 speed. I have a little bit more than that, but I can definitely drop back the speed a little bit. 370 resistance, which, like I said, is exactly what you need to resist the Spiderlings and the big spider. It's actually 10 over, and then 350 accuracy, which is like 100, almost 100 more accuracy than you actually need. So his build, I'd say, is relatively achievable. And actually, he doesn't even have his masteries finished. He does have the tier 6 mastery oppressor, but his masteries aren't done. Now, my masteries that I have set up are right here. These are the masteries I have. The oppressor, this one, very, very important. You want to make sure you get the turn meter boosting. The spirit haste, as well as the master hexer, are all super important. But these are what I have. Now, let's go see what Pesty has. He posted his here. Don't pay attention to these stats because they messed up in the screenshot, but these are the masteries he has. So he has actually gone the healing route. He did not pick up the master hexer, so it depends. You don't necessarily have to have Master Hexer. You could still be 100% successful, but I really like Master Hexer, especially if you want to use Artak and things like Icegolem or even in Hydra. I think Master Hexer is a great mastery to have in general, but here are his mastery setups, okay? So very similar to mine in a lot of ways. He's just gone on the healing side, which makes a lot of sense for regeneration. He will get some extra heals from that. So I showed you guys the Spider mode, Spider Stage 5 Hard. I want to show you the presets one more time. And then I'll show, actually one time, because you haven't actually seen the presets. I should have said this in the beginning of the video, but hopefully you stayed to this point. And if you have, drop a like on the video. Can we get as many likes on this video as we did the previous video where I said I was completely wrong? I don't know, I guess we'll see. But here we go, round one, or this is round one, Spider. This is all that matters. Prioritize the A3 and then number 2 on the A2. If you don't do this, he sometimes doesn't use the A3 or the A2. He's kind of weird on the AI, but just set priorities on all of these for all 3 waves. This is going to allow you to do it on Spider Stage 5 Hard. He's going to be able to solo this, and then you can move him over to Icegolem and solo that as well with those exact same priorities, which I'm going to show you guys an Icegolem run right after this. But one more Spider run just for the purpose of showing one more Spider run. I mean, why not, right? I'm going to show you guys how consistent this is. Like it's very minute and 6 seconds, like basically every single time. Now, as far as the blessings, I have Soul Reap. I really like it. It's a big help in clearing waves, especially. It does come in and kill these little Spiderlings every so often. As it gets higher and higher ranks, if I get to 6-star, I may go Brimstone because it's guaranteed, can't be removed, and I could use them in different places and Hydra and stuff. I think it could be even more beneficial, but I'm going to compare it because Soul Reap really helps clear the waves very quick in a lot of areas. Obviously, his HP is messed up. He's not actually at 1 HP. He's resisting everything. And yeah, we're coming up on that minute 6 mark, and it should be perfectly fine right at minute 6, maybe a minute 3. I guess PC is going to be different than mobile. But either way, guys, super happy that I can share this team with you all. Well, team, champion. very happy I can share this champion. The cool thing is, while it's not going to be as good as the regeneration build, there we go, minute 6. It's not going to be as good as the relentless build for Hydra. The regeneration build is still going to work well in Hydra. Relentless is just typically better, but regeneration, more tanky. He's going to survive. He's going to do great. You can still bring him into your Hydra teams. I do like Relentless a little bit more, but that really just depends on your account, where you're at. So I'm going to try to do some more team builds with him as he is currently. But here we go. Icegolem stage 5. Now, I do want to say, Icegolem, I didn't test the 100 runs. So this is what I did. Unfortunately, RSL Helper was down, but I set it to do multi-battles, and I set it to end the match if we lost, and there was 34 matches that were successful. Unfortunately, I got disconnected, so I wasn't able to finish out the runs. But 34 matches successful. With Icegolem, you always have a small chance to fail. I don't know if the Icegolem had any big slams going off, but basically, the Icegolem, whenever he's dropped below certain HP thresholds from your hits, not your poisons, not your HP burns, nothing like that, but War Master, crits, whatever it may be, if he's dropped below specific HP percentage thresholds with those hits, he's going to do a big slam. And if those 2 side minions or adds are there, he's going to ignore, I believe, 50% defense per minion there. So he can ignore basically 100% of your defense, which is terrible. He's going to one-shot a lot of champions. He probably one-shot Artak. So in the rare situation where he does the hit, it's not a weak hit, it just smashes you, you could fail. That's the permanent worry you have about Icegolem. So here we go. Which one is it? Attacks, okay. If his HP drops below 80%, these are the thresholds I was talking about. And then this attack, it will ignore 50% of each enemy's defense for each live ally. So if it happens, you could get smashed. If it doesn't happen, then you're going to be golden. But yeah, it's still pretty quick. Even though I just checked the tooltip there, it's still going to be under 2 minutes, which I love. The nice thing about this is you have so many HP burn activations that the likelihood of you dropping those percentages from his hits are very, very low. I mean, the HP burn's doing 140,000 damage, and his hits are doing like, let's see, 2,000. So, I mean, you're probably going to drop the thresholds with the HP burn, but there's a small chance that you'll drop the thresholds with your actual crit or something like that on the Golem. Now, as far as the actual drops from the spider, let me show you this real quick, and then we'll show you Icegolem. So it's not going to be as good as stage 9 or stage 10 hard, but it's going to be a lot better than stage 25 normal, because now you have a chance, granted a low chance, but it's a chance nonetheless of getting mythical pieces of gear. You also got a little bit higher chance of getting legendaries, and then I believe a very similar chance of getting the epic 6-star. So a 0.8% chance of getting mythical 6-star gear. Just for some comparison's sake, let's go to stage 25 normal, and you can see on this, you got a lower chance at 6-star legendary, same chance at 6-star epic, and no chance at 6-star mythic. So it's pretty cool. What was it just now? I said what it was. Okay, 4.96 for legendary, and then let me go to stages tool, dungeons. So let me make sure this is correct. Okay, so spider stage 5 hard is 4.96, and then stage 25 normal is 4.16. So yeah, almost 1% higher. Not quite, but pretty close. So either way, better chance at 6-star legendaries. Still works 100% consistent. Relatively easy. Maybe even easier than doing stage 25. I don't know. I forget what affinity that is. Actually, it's magic, so you wouldn't be doing that anyways. You'd be doing stage 24, I believe. But also doing Icegolem, which, I mean, you're farming with food. You're soloing it. So it's only taking one champion to use that gear. So you have a lot less champions taking your good gear. You're doing it in a good time. You're leveling food champions along the way. And you're getting a chance at mythical gear. I mean, hey, can't really beat that. Now, you can definitely put immortal gear on him as well. You can put immortal on him. Whatever you need to do to meet the stat thresholds. 244 speed is the lowest that the Pesty was using. So 244 speed, you want to push the speed, get good HP, get good defense, try to hit those stats somewhere around where me and Pesty had ours at, and you should be perfectly fine. Like I said, here's Pesty stats. Once again, shout out to him for providing me this info so I can make a much, much quicker video than having to test it all out, make small tweaks myself. So there we go, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Thank you all very much for all the support and all the likes on that previous video. I was kind of on the fence if it was even something you guys would be interested in, but it looks like y'all were. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Much longer than what it needed to be, 15 minutes. But either way, guys, thank you for hanging out. Very much appreciated. And best of luck if you go for this fusion. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video.